Most people cannot tell the value of something by themselves. They need to see other people value it. Let this break you out of people-pleasing and seeking confirmation and recognition from the majority of people. Might as well tell everyone you are very valuable. They will believe you. The opposite will also be true. Most people don't have an inner way of discernment, and they surely don't have time to check whether what you say or show to be true or not. Don't look outside to the general population to see if what you are doing is right. The world is lost. The inner compass is backwards in everyone. This is why there is so much autoimmune disease. It is the physical reflection of the emotional and mental conflict we carry within us when someone does not trust their own guidance. We are programmed backwards from the start. You are the only authority in your reality. You, life itself, and the Tao. Author your reality and dance with life. Don't listen to people's impressions about things. Go see and feel for yourself. People have their own lenses through which they filter reality. So many times I didn't do something because the person I asked about it was afraid or had a previous bad experience about it. They will be very convincing, emotionally invested, mostly afraid. Then, if I would try it myself, I would see that it was not like that at all. Or I was just braver and more capable of doing it. What you see is different. Who you attract is better. What you focus on is clearer. The shadow is a necessary part of you. The reactive or repressed energy wants your attention. Only when you accept that it's there does the journey of healing begin. The spark within you that reacts with rage and aggression to things is the same spark that ignites your creative fire. The same kindness and humility that gives to others and receives openly is the same root of people-pleasing, bending yourself and repressing your truth. We are guilted and shamed into punishing ourselves when our shadows play out. And that is why they stay in the shadow, under the carpet, deep in the closet, never to be faced and witnessed for what they are. And what they are is primal archetypes within our DNA, waiting to come out to the stage of life as a hero, not a villain. We see them as villains because we are taught to, because as humanity we still don't know how and what to do with our emotions. We can only ever heal and integrate a shadow part of us, and by allowing it to dance clumsy at first, break a few plates, and leave mud and dirt all over the place. Only then can we say, oh, okay, this is who I am. This is the range of my energy, and now I know what I have to work with. Allow yourselves to be bad until it starts hurting you yourself as a consequence. Allow yourself to indulge in destructive ways until you get tired of sickness. Push hard until you see that you are pushing a wall. Expend the fire shadow so you know that way is not worth it. Now you can see that energy as potential, as a dog that needs a leash and some training and guidance so when it reacts it can. It's not completely restrained, yet you have a good grip on it and it knows from those past experiences what will happen if it goes out of bounds. Love yourselves, even the messy parts, like a clumsy child, who will grow into a genius if you feed it acceptance, attention, and allow it to experience and make mistakes itself. For a while now, I have been instantly rejecting all small talk. The lesson is, if you never open up, you never get rejected. And if you never open up, you never get connection. What will it be? Remember, everybody is afraid almost all the time. It's not about you. Embrace small talk in the beginning. Listen to people and wait until their fear subsides. This fear is not personal. Everyone is utterly afraid of intimacy and genuine connection. It took me a long time to realize the best way to approach everyone is like I'm their parent. The emotionally mature one, even though the other person might be 70 years old. Just because I can shift wavelengths in seconds doesn't mean everyone can, or that they are even aware of some wavelengths that they could be playing and listening to. Start small and see if it can build. Don't kick in the door, wave in the 4-4. Lots of foreplay to lubricate the path before deep penetration into conversations about our essence. Do less, speak less, breathe, accept and observe. The moment for you to step in will reveal itself. My gems of wisdom are inside me. Whether I share them or not, my value is not diminished, and for most, just the space and presence that I provide, the feeling that I'm not afraid of intimacy like the majority, is what they need and what is enough. I feel their fear, and I feel my courage. I feel their emotions, and I feel my presence. I hear their fragmented fields, and I hear my steady rhythm. We are liquid consciousness. Where our lymph is flowing and where our blood is flowing is where our consciousness will be. Oxygen charges and movement delivers and directs. Choose to move blood and lymph all over your body every day. Before you make any decision or draw conclusions about who you are and what is happening in your life. Most of our opinions about ourselves, our personal power, self-worth, abilities, opportunities, and so on, come from times when we are not fully activated and charged up. So of course we cannot feel this vitality. It doesn't mean we don't have it. It means that at that point it was dormant, and it is always up to us to charge it up, to become in charge. Don't make decisions if you have just been sleeping for a lot of hours. All of your energy is pooled up in your head. You're not yet connected to the Earth's magnetic field, gravity, unless you sleep on the floor. Stagnant toxins and stagnant hormones are pooled all over from not moving many hours. Due to constricted and shallow breathing that we do in sleep, we are full of fear, cortisol, stress hormone. That's why we wake up anxious. We have been in stiffness and darkness for many hours, and darkness being literal darkness and metaphorical darkness in the body and the mind. Use gravity, use up and down magnetism that gives us energy. Feel your spine, feel your location in space, feel the relationship with the earth and sky, and we are in the middle. We are whole when all our centers are charged up. Every energy center, every organ, every body part carries its own identity, character, archetype, strengths, weaknesses, secrets, gifts, superpowers, wisdom, past trauma, and future directions for you. Charge them all up every day so you have all your tools at hand, so you're not making moves from just 1% of your entire being, and mostly we use only our minds, which are filled from outside. I suggest some practice that makes you use balance, coordination, displacement, moving all joints, all muscles, all fascia, your eyes looking around, breathing, different types of breathing, going up and down with and against gravity. This is ideally martial art forms, but there are other things that you can find. All matter is essentially the same thing, just different dancing or flickering or refresh rate or change rate. A stone is slowest, therefore unchangeable or amazingly difficult. Then water, and then air. We are light and ether. Air is closest to our home element. Focus on the points in the body where thoughts connect with breath, where air turns to water, emotions, and then act. This is your connection. How does ether plug into the air element? Through your endocrine glands, through fascia, through your aura, which is the extension of your nervous system. In order to grow anything and change, it has to go from top down. From the ether comes the archetype. It goes down into air, which is mind body. It goes down into fire and water, the emotional body, to finally go down into earth, the solid body. If you don't know who you are and don't explore your dark side, the world will try to tell you who they see you as, and you might end up believing them. Absolutely no phone for the first 3 hours in the morning. Never before movement and breathwork and engagement with the real world first. Be amazed by the level of calm you start feeling. You have to come online before you go online. If it makes you rush and trip and breathe fast and shallow, get away from it. Your spirit is guiding you away from an unhealthy place or person. So much energy and vitality and creativity gets wasted into putting up a persona that is not sad. Because I was taught this was strength by my parents and elders and society. and everyone is immensely tired of this within them. Caught in this fragmented self for the sake of others, who all do the same thing. So nobody is ever real, and nobody sees anybody, and we all crave it deeply. Most issues we have are actually us being afraid to exhale around certain people and in certain environments and situations. Most humans have never been able to finish a thought or a sentence out loud and have someone listen and witness it. Most humans will take all their potential genius with them to their graves without witnessing it themselves, because they never had the space held and structured by another that recognizes them. You feel your tribe by the nervous system harmony you create, and by the breathing patterns that sync up quickly or are already the same. Today's state depends on your yesterday's plate. Forgive your mistake, yet know that it wasn't fate.